How's it going? Making up some chili paste, so I just thought I'd show you how we're using some of the produce we're picking from the yard. This is a really easy recipe, thanks Granny Mel. It's basically vodka, chilies and salt. This stuff will live on the shelf or in the pantry, or we'll probably end up keeping it in the fridge. I've actually done the same thing with our galangal. I've just whizzed it up in the food processor and then just poured vodka in, and it's been in the fridge for over 12 months now, a huge jar of it we've been using in stir fries and the like, so I have no problems with this method whatsoever. What I'm basically doing is adding 500 grams of chilies to 500 mils of vodka, and I'm going to start off with about 1/16 of a cup, or about 15 grams of salt, and then I'll add that and see how it sort of tastes. It was recommended to use 1/8 of a cup, so we'll just see how it goes. So it's nothing real fantastic or flash. I'm just going to take the tops off the chilies, chop them in half, and now it's just a matter of giving them a quick blitz in the food processor. And there we have it. So from there they're just going into a saucepan, probably with about 2 tablespoons of liquid, and I'll just simmer them down for a little while. So here we are. I've just got the chilies in the saucepan here with probably about 2 to 3 tablespoons of water, and I'm just going to bring them up to the boil. I'm just going to get this to bubble away nicely for a little while, and just to break down the cell walls, make it a little bit more pasty. I might add a little bit more water in there as well. It's actually getting a bit of a burn as I breathe in over the top of that, so there is a little bit of a kick to it. I was going to add about half the salt in at the moment as well.
Yeah. I can't see it.
Stir that through. That's a pink Himalayan salt. Reported to be... Thank you. Reported to be high in trace minerals and good for you. So... just give this a bit of a test. I'd say that's a medium, tending to be a mild chili, but that's alright, that's not too bad. I'm actually growing some Baijiolochias from Sean's garden, and I can add just a section, just a small bit of one of them into a batch of paste like this, and that will bring the heat up quite considerably. They're a 10+++ on the Scoville scale, so I think we need some more heat, I'll throw a bit of one of them in. So we'll just see how we go first though. I think that's pretty much all right for me to turn off and just let it to cool down for a little while, and then I'll stir the vodka through. Right, so that's been cooling for a little while now, and I'm pretty happy with the salt content of it. I didn't have to add the whole 1/8 of a cup, so just going to pour in the vodka now. Just going to pour in a little bit at a time. Don't really want to overdo it too much. Yeah, that looks fine to me. So that was actually a lot less than 250 mils to match the 250 grams that went in there. I think that 1/3 of a cup of vodka should be enough to keep any pathogens out that are going to cause problems within the chili. It'll be living in the fridge. If I was going to jar this and put it on the shelf, I'd actually put it in a hot water bath. So actually, just looking at that, I think I might just add a smidge more. So what's that? That's about half a cup. So about half a cup of vodka. So it doesn't make it the cheapest preserve, but it's a nice easy way to do it. So there we go. Now I'm just going to pour it into the jars that's been sterilising on the bench. So the little jar and the lid have been sitting in some boiling water for a little while, and I've also sterilised my little funnel here. So now it's just a matter of pouring this in without knocking the funnel out. Just making sure it all goes in the jar, get as much as I can in. There we go. And popping the lid on. A little bit warm, it's alright. I'm not expecting the lid to pop on this like you would with a normal preserve. The contents just aren't hot enough. There you go. That's a pretty easy way to preserve some chilies. They'll just live in the fridge now once they cool down to room temperature, and we'll just use them whenever we want. Any comments, questions, suggestions, drop them in the comment section below and I'll get back to you. Other than that, have a great one and take it easy. Catch ya. Why do I always rub my eye with chili fingers?